Hey, it's Vanessa from CraftyGemini.com, and I post weekly crafting and cooking videos here on YouTube. This week, I don't have a tutorial for you guys. I'm just bringing you an update and a great deal that I'm sure you guys will really appreciate. So let's start with the update. My studio is right behind me, and as you can recall from the last update, I was telling you guys to let me know which of the colors you think I should have painted the four walls. I read through every single one of your comments, and I definitely appreciate all your comments and your insights. And to let you know what I decided to go with, I went with card number 2, the second color. I know a lot of you really wanted me to go with this darker color down here, but I decided to go just a touch lighter with the middle one on the second card. So thank you guys so much. Now let me show you the pictures. It's definitely not perfect, but I'm really happy about the way it turned out with the white ceiling, the red beams across. I think I'm going to give them a second coat maybe. Here is where I'm going to put my window AC unit. And then the table that I have here, remember that workbench that I showed you guys a while back that I made? It was my first woodworking project. And I've painted it white with some red polka dots, and that came out really cute. I just went with a Q-tip and some red paint and just went dabbing little dots all over the whole thing. And that's going to be my cutting table. For the floor, I found this really cool technique through another YouTube tutorial actually. What we did was grab some brown craft paper, rip it up into random chunks, crumble it all up, and then you reopen it. And then you make a mixture of just plain old Elmer's glue, watered down a little bit. We mix that up good, and then we brush that mixture onto the pieces of the brown paper. So I brush it on the back of it first, then you place it where you want it, and we just use the flat edges to match up against the side of the walls there. Then you flatten everything out, and then you again, go ahead and brush with the glue right on top. I got some help from my youngest sister and my mom, and you can see it looks really wrinkled, but as it dries up, the floor seems to smooth itself out. Then it was time for the polyurethane, and I mistakenly used the oil-based stuff instead of the water-based stuff. After a coat, it looked fine, but by the time I got to the fourth coat, you can see the darker spots on the floor are where the oil in the poly seemed to absorb into the paper. So if you want to watch the actual step-by-step tutorial where I got the idea from, click on the thumbnail there and you can check out their video as well. Next thing I want to tell you guys about is that I'll actually be traveling for work this upcoming week, and I'm very anxious to tell you guys the news, but you got to hold off for the next couple of weeks. When I bring you that information, I'm sure you guys will be as excited as I am. Since I don't have a tutorial for you guys this week, I decided to leave you with an exclusive deal just for you guys, the Crafty Gemini viewers, from our friends at Craftsy.com. If you don't know about Craftsy, I definitely recommend that you guys check them out. I've included a link in the description box below that will actually take you to the page with all the current courses that they have offered at a discounted price exclusively for you guys, the Crafty Gemini viewers. They literally have courses for everybody, everything from crocheting and knitting to sewing, quilting, garment making, even things like machine quilting and making pictorial quilts, all of that stuff. So definitely head on over. I would really appreciate it if you guys would actually use the link in the description box below that I've included so that I can get credit for it. And in return, I'll keep bringing you guys the best online video tutorials that I know how. The Craftsy courses are really cool because they have this interactive platform where you can literally take notes or ask the instructor or other students questions as you go along in the course. Also, note that the classes will be available indefinitely. So once you register for a class, it doesn't expire after a certain amount of days or months. They actually will be up there forever, and you'll always have access to it. On the farm, it is definitely spring in Florida. We have some gorgeous flowers blooming in the garden. You can see the amaryllis here with some gorgeous coloring. The green beans I planted less than 2 weeks ago are off and running. I also have some corn sprouting, and then remember those edible marigolds are blooming as well. Thanks for checking out this week's update, guys. I hope you like what my studio is looking like so far. And definitely head on over to Craftsy.com using the link in the description box below so you can check out your exclusive deal for online crafting courses just for being a Crafty Gemini viewer. See you guys next week when I'm back with block number 11 of our video quilt along.